Today's tool is the Agile User Story Backlog. Okay, the next tool in this series is the Agile User Story Backlog. And so the backlog is really the repository that stores all the user stories for the project. So it's great to have that centralized place that the Agile team can go to and really understand all the user stories that are involved in the project. You're able to prioritize them, you're able to size them and score them and really determine what the user story is, and having that centralized repository allows everyone in the team to go see and exactly all the user stories that are involved. So pretty simple, pretty basic, but it's really that one spot that everyone's going to go to. So let's look at our planning questions, right? When would you create it, develop it? Well, the initiation process, the planning process, but basically you're getting that repository set up for when you actually create the user stories, you're going to put them in there. Who's going to use the tool? Everyone involved in the project. Why do you use it? Well, in Agile Project Management, the user story backlog stores all the user stories, right? You don't want user stories all in random places. You want them in one centralized spot so the team can get to them. How will you distribute the document format, document control system, presentations? How often? Well, it's distributed throughout the life of the project, but just like user stories, you're going to do that at the beginning and the end of the sprints. Tons of different decisions you can make on it, but a lot of it is really about that repository and that single spot, and so of course you can make project decisions on that. Why do you use it? What information it stores? The user stories, the historical lessons learned, and again, everyone's going to maintain it. Mainly the Scrum Master, the Agile team, and the product owner. Right? There's lots of folks that can take ownership on that backlog. All right, let's jump into the details of it, and we can see examples as well. So the planning questions, and then of course the respective Agile story right here. So here's the definition, right? The ones we just talked about. Again, it's a repository. The product backlog, right? And so again, it's really around storing those into a centralized place. Introduction to the release backlog, right? So there's a couple different backlogs on that. We've detailed what the release backlog is as well. And I just want to come down, and here's the sprint backlog. So all these backlog, they're all about repositories and single places that you can go to that stores this information. Okay. And we walk into lots of details here in the book, of course. And then I'm scrolling down because I want to get to an example. So when you talk about creating it, very, very simple to create, right? Here's a version. We had to put it up this way because of the book, of course, but I wanted to just pull it up here so you can see it in Excel. So you've got the ID, you've got the user story title, you've got this user story, you've got the estimate, the story points, the priority, the owner, right? When I do this, this happens, right? I absolutely love that about the backlog. And so again, it's why are we actually using this and what are we doing with each user story? And the backlog's got all that information. So just want to really walk you through the user story backlog and the various backlogs that are out there. Absolutely think it's a critical tool. You have to have that standard. You've got the estimate, you got the story points, you got the owner and the priority. It is a critical tool for Agile projects. So thanks again. If you like the video, please like it, comment, share it. Definitely hit the button to subscribe. And thank you all again, and we'll see you online. Thanks. Excited to walk you through this. So as part of our course that we've been walking through, the Project Management Communication Tools course I've been putting up on YouTube and you guys have been watching, a lot of people are asking me about how do I get the actual files and how do I get this information. So a couple things I wanted to point out. If you jump into the paid tools, there's really 2 or 3 components I want to show you here. First of all the various PDF files. So for projects, for small projects, here's a PDF file. And what we've done, and you've seen this before, but we've broken down the tools of what you should use for small projects, what you should use for medium projects, what you should use for large projects. So we've broken all those down. And so as we go through this course, you're going to see, and I'll just jump into one of them, for example, you're going to see it's really a PDF of the book. It's 158 pages. So as we go through the course and we look at customer requirements and you actually see all the text and stuff that we're going through, that comes directly from the book. And so what we've done here is we've broken them down. So small projects from 1 week to 3 months. Here are the tools in initiation. Here are the tools in planning, and so on and so on. So you guys can go check those out on my store at any time. I'll come back, and again, of course, there's the medium projects and then for large projects. Now, again, if you're looking for the tools, so you actually love these and you don't want to hand type these tools are certainly right available right there. So again, it's really, really important as we walk through and you guys understand the tools and you want to start using the tools, you can certainly hand type all these tools, not a problem, or you can spend that low price and grab these tools and make them available for you right now. So very, very excited. I just want to spend a couple minutes. It's dowpublishingllc.com/store-2. Very easy to find. The files are right there. And again, thank you very much, and I'll talk to you all soon. Thanks.